Yeah, today we are going to be talking about launch templates. We're going to be talking about launch templates. First of all, what is launch template? How does it work? And why do we need launch templates? It is all inside your notes. We can create a launch template that contains the configuration information to launch an instance. We can use launch templates to store launch parameters so that we do not have to specify them every time we launch an instance. For example, a launch template can contain the AMI, ID, instance type, and network settings that we typically use to launch instances. When we launch an instance using the Amazon EC2 console, we can specify the launch template to use. So, launch templates can be configured from the AMI to the type of EC2 to the subnet to the key pair. Everything you can configure it. Okay, you are limited to creating 5,000 launch templates per region and 10,000 versions per launch template. That means if you create a launch template, Declan, please, can you mute? All right, thank you. That means if you can create a launch template and then you modify it 10,000 times according to the needs of the customer. All right. So in effect, what do we call launch template? See, let me show you something here. Each time I say you should create an EC2 machine, you will start by saying that let me create an EC2 machine. You have to come to launch instances, and then when you press launch instances, this thing boot and boot and boot, and when it comes, you select your AMI, you select your T2 micro, you select things. When you select things, before you ever come and you click on launch. But that is a long way of going through issues. That is just a long way of dealing with things, because you will not all the time, they will not ask you to create an EC2 machine and then you go selecting things and selecting key pairs and all the like. You should already have templates. You should have templates that are ready to run most of those things. So launch template is some sort of a blueprint that is already available, that if you want to create an EC2 machine, instead of going, you just select all those things like that and store. You select the EC2 machine, you select the AMI, you select the key pair, you select the security group, you select the elastic storage, you select all those things and then you store them, so that whenever you are asked to create an EC2 machine, you just launch it from there. Okay, so this is what happens. When I ask you to create an EC2 machine, you always come, you start from here, you give the name of the EC2 machine, you come back, you give the AMI, you choose the AMI, you come down, you start choosing things and coming down. That is how to create an EC2 machine. But we want to make it such a way that we create a template that when we are asked to create an EC2 machine, we will not come choosing all these things anymore. We will just come and create the EC2 machine directly from our template. Okay, so that's the history behind launch template. It will help us to create instances rapidly, very rapidly. So if you come under instances, you will see something like launch template on this left side. You will see launch template. When you click on launch templates, they'll ask you to create a launch template. You should create a template. So you click on create a template. Now, when you click on creating a template, they'll ask you a template name. You can say service instances. You can say service instances, their template version description. You can say instances that serve the web management system. For example, this can be instances that you will be creating that will be managing your web management system of your company and all the like. Do you want to provide auto scaling? We'll come to auto scaling. You'll see what auto scaling is all about. So you cannot go to auto scaling now. You just leave every other configuration as they are. Then you come down now. You choose an AMI for your launch template. Let me choose Ubuntu. Can choose the Ubuntu AMI for our launch template, or choose Ubuntu. Come down, you choose your key pair. It's just like creating a normal EC2 instant type T2 micro key pair. You choose your key pair that you want. Come down, you can create a new key pair, or you can choose your normal key pair. Security group, you can also create a new security group, or you can choose your one that you want. And then for subnets and VPC, we'll come to what subnets and VPC is as time moves on. And then select existing security group. I would like to select our existing security group, this one. Storage volume, as for storage volume, what are they trying to tell us here? Your AMI can't currently be identified, and therefore we cannot populate your AMI volumes in this. They say our AMI is not yet identified. We have taken Ubuntu 22.4. Let's give some time for that to be identified. It seems like the AMI of Ubuntu is having a problem. Let's take Amazon Linux. See if it is having a problem. Generally, the AMI needs to be identified here, and then we go ahead. That is why they are telling us that the AMI is not yet identified. Furthermore, when you go right down, you have space for your metadata, just like a bootstrap, whatsoever. You can put it here. You can put your bootstrap here. So we should have had all our configurations set in. Our AMI is okay. All right. So we can add our volume. Size, let's increase it to 8 GB or 10 GB. I think we have everything ready to create our launch template. So let me go through it again. So this is our launch template that we want to create. We gave the name of our launch template. I said service instance. We gave the description of the launch template. That is the description there. Then we came down, we allow all these other configurations as they are. Let us specify, you can optionally specify a source if you would like to create template from another existing template. So if there is another template that is existing that you already created and you are creating a new template, you can call that template from here and specify that I want to create a new template from this template. Okay, but we don't have any other template existing, so we don't mind. And they'll come down now to the AMI. We choose Amazon Linux, and then we have taken our free tier kernel version. We come down to our instant type. We choose our instant type. We come down to the key pair. We have chosen our key pair. You can also create a new key pair. Then we come down to the network. We include our existing network. This is it. You can also create your new network and your security group. Now you can come down for your security configuration. You can add any other configuration, that is adding ports, adding the security configurations down here. We do not need that one for now. Your volumes, these are the EBS volume, the volumes of the machine that you are going to be creating. And then for tags, you can allow everything. Advanced data, with advanced data now you can decide and know exactly. We talked about um, how to classify our EC2 instances, where to classify our EC2 instances. You remember that? So you can configure all those configurations here, decide your kernel ID, everything. You can decide them here, your RAM, everything. You can specify how the extra one runs, but all that one is advanced configuration. For user data, you can now put your bootstrap bootstrap strip here so that it will capture you. So if I can take the bootstrap and put there, it will automatically create me an EC2 instance with already a bootstrap, not an instance, a template with a bootstrap, so that each time I want to create an EC2 machine, I don't go through the hustles of putting all these things again. So let me just copy this bootstrap script and put here. Okay, this will be now my template. I can create template now. Okay, they need me to give the device name. Let me just give a device name. That is my EBS name. Okay, my launch template is now created, right? I go to launch template. I want to see the various templates that I am having. Okay, now from your generally when you wanted to create an instance, when I say create an instance, you come and you just click on launch instances, and then when you click on launch instances, you come and start creating your instance, right? Now, but we have created a template where we can create our instance from it. So how can we create our instance from this template? The way which we can create an instance from the template that we have just created is there is this arrow here. You click the arrow down, you can see launch instances, launch instance from template, and migrate a server. So these are three options on how to create an instance. So we take launch instance from template, or take launch instance from template. They say we should select our template. I cannot find my template. Was that template really created? I have a doubt. Now let's go back and check what happened to our template. Let's verify what is happening to our template. Issue encounter loading. Our template did not launch. Okay, let's launch our template once more. Web service template. You can still use the same name to describe your template. Now let us do one thing. Choosing a particular server will not be good. A particular AMI will not be good. Let us not include a server in. That is the only thing we are going to be doing when we are launching our template. Is when we launch a template, we will choose a particular AMI. Okay, so we take T2 micro key pair, choose our key pair, we select a security group, we come down, details, we put our metadata or user data. Okay, the only thing we have configured our template, but we have not put an AMI. Let us launch the template. Template still did not launch. Let's try to see if our template got launched. internet is a challenge this evening. Still, our template did not get launched. What's happening to our template? Let us still go through the process again. Our AMI is chosen. Very correct. Our key pair. Very okay. Our security group. Fine. But that is my AMI being identified. Okay, I think we have done our configurations well, but there is a problem. Our instances are not stable. We have issues encountered loading content. AWS servers might be down. Still, you are unable to create a template. Issues encountered loading content. Okay, there is a sister version for launch templates. Let us use it. We do not only have launch template, we also have launch configuration. Let me see what is happening at the level of AWS. We have what we call launch configurations. it is the same service with launch template. Let's see what is happening at that level. But the problem is launch configurations functions with auto scaling. It does not function with EC2 instances. So let's see what is happening at the level of launch configurations. I don't know why launch template is refusing, it's not stable. Let me see something here, please. Let me try to diagnose what is happening here. AMI is identified. That is it. T2 micro. We choose a subnet. We have all our subnet and everything automatically set up. Our EBS volume is there. Okay, I believe we have everything set up now. Okay. What our template is set up. I don't know what is the issue that the template was refusing to set up. I did nothing else. I want to feel that network issues were at function. So this is our template set. Our template name is my template. So you follow just the same procedures that are followed here, and you set up this template. Now, after setting up this template, we can now create an EC2 machine directly from this template. How to create that EC2 machine directly from this template? Come up here. Let's come to the level of EC2, level of our instances, launch instances from templates. Now we can see our template here. You see now my template is here. You take my template. That is all at once. You just choose your template, everything auto populates. You just come and say launch instances. That's all. You don't need to go again through the process of creating an EC2. Once you just come to launch instances, the instance is automatically created. Look at the instance that we have just created. This is the instance that we have just created. You can just give now, but the instance name, first template machine. Instance name can be first template machine. So this is the instance that we have just created. So you can log into your instance using any means that you can use to log in. I can log into my instance using PuTTY or using Git Bash. Any of them will work. So this is an instance that we have created using a launch template. So I can just keep the template. Anytime I want to create an EC2 machine, I will just go launch it from a template and goes. So in reality, what happens in the industry is that what happens in the industry is that when they ask you to create an EC2, they need machines to be created. You do not go and start saying that create a machine, launch an instance, configure it, give it this IP address or give it this EC2 instance type. No, you already have templates that are kept. At any moment that they need that additional machine should be created manually, you just go to your template, you go directly launch from template, you launch directly from the template, because nobody have time for you to go through the process of creating machines manually. Okay, you will always create your machines directly using templates. So who has any question with respect to creation of templates? That is our machine that we have created using templates. Any question with creating machines using templates? You unmute and then you talk.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Declan.
Good evening, sir. You get me?
Yes, you can talk. We are getting you.
Yeah, I wish to ask. You said you can create multiple machines using a template, right?
Yes.
So, okay, now, how can you give names to those machines? You need to edit each machine at a time, or what? I don't understand. Or you just give a particular name for all the machines?
Now, when you are creating machines, you give your description of the machines. When you give your descriptions of the machines, of course, the names of the particular machines are not going to be there. But when you are creating machines, machines always exist in clusters, in groups. There are particular machines that perform particular functions. So those machines, mostly all of them always have the same name. You get it? So when you give one name for a particular instance, that names just take off all the various machines that are being created, because those cluster of machines, they are going to be performing one and the same function. Might be those machines that you are creating are servers that are going to be used to process a particular website. You just give them web servers, right? The name is going to be common to all those machines. Machines always exist in clusters. Groups of machines perform individual functions. Not like one machine will be performing a one function, another machine. No, groups of machines perform particular function, and you always work in groups of machines.
Okay, that means if you're asked to create machines, you are creating machines performing a particular function.
Exactly. You
If
create
you are asked to create multiple machines,
machines performing particular functions. You can create servers that are going to host databases. So those particular servers that you are creating, they are servers for databases. You can create a launch template for database servers. Then you can create now a launch template for the application for the web servers. You get it? So particular machines run different type of operations, and they always occur in clusters.
yes, sir, thank you.
All right, that is how we can use launch templates in order to create instances. So you will not need to be going through the process of creating machines manually anymore. You will always come through launch templates. You keep your templates there. While creating the machine, you can also change the template. It does not mean that if you create a launch template and you use maybe Ubuntu while creating the machine, while launching the machine from that template. Take a look at this. If I want to launch a machine from the template, I come to launch a machine from this template. I choose the template, but I don't want to use maybe the Linux server that I put. I can always come down here and I edit it. You see, there is still an option to decide what to use, right? You can decide that, okay, instead of using this AMI, you can change it. You can use a recent AMI, or you can go to quick start to select a new AMI, a different AMI. All right. So it doesn't mean that because I created the template with a particular AMI, you must always create machines from that AMI. No, you can, while launching your machine, you can still go through the different configurations and reset them. So each and every time you are creating your machine, you can change one thing or the other. And when you change something from that template, the version changes. That's why you always have first version, second version, or third version. So here we are going to have all the various steps by which you are going to go through in order to create an AMI. Okay, so you practice creating AMIs, creating AMIs. I did not see that many of you have already practiced network load balancer. It seems network load balancer is a challenge. Many of you have not yet practiced it. So please, I don't know whether I'm going faster. Yesterday we did not have a class. Imagine if we had a class yesterday. Today we should have been talking about auto scaling. So as we are going faster, please also try to be running the same with us, because I feel that we are going slow because I'm seeing that you people are practicing also very slowly.
So I was to practice on that today. Just I had so many things to do. That's why.
Okay, fine. So you take this night and maybe tomorrow and practice on it. There will be no session tomorrow, please. There will be no session tomorrow. So you take this night and tomorrow and you practice on it, so that while we are coming back on Thursday, at least we must have done everything and we are waiting for the new class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right, guys. Let's get to work and get practicing. Good night to everybody.